Hello everyone and welcome back to the XY Daily. Today my name is WILECHASE and we take a look at my favorite Pokemon, Mega Absol! But yes, all joking aside, we are going to take today to look at the Mega Absol. It has fucking wings and a WILECHASE style hairdo, if I say so myself. This thing is really cool visually. I definitely think that from the Mega Pokemon that they have currently released, it's higher up the list than most of them. If I were to put a scale on it, I'd put Mega Ampharos right down the bottom, and maybe Mega Lucario and Blaziken right at the top. Absol very close to those guys, like right underneath them, I would say. The differences that we have mainly on the visual end are, of course, the massive wings. I think the tail is different as well, and then just a lot more kind of fluff and fuzz around the legs and the feet, looking really much more, female, I guess, much more royal. And the ironic thing, of course, with Absol being a dark type, but of course is mainly white in color, now you're giving it wings. It's like an angel, but it's like an angel of darkness. A nice kind of juxtaposition that we've got going on there. So that is pretty much Mega Absol, and I am a big fan of it. Let me know down below what you think of the change. Is it high up your list or is it low down, and will you be using it? Course, all that in the comments below. But ladies and gentlemen, the much more interesting stuff lies in the mechanics, and Mega Absol has some really cool stuff going on, so let's jump in. So, unlike Mawile or Ampharos, Absol is in fact not going to change its type. It's not going to gain an extra type, it's just going to remain pure dark, which is perfectly fine. Dark isn't actually resisted by steel anymore, but on the flip side, it is now resisted by fairy. So, you lose one, you gain one. It's all about the balance in the end, and Mega Absol gonna do fine with that, I guess. Just play around it. The interesting thing, the real meat here, is of course in its ability. With so many of these Mega Evolutions, the ability is really where everything is at, and we know for a fact that Mega Absol has access to Magic Bounce. Such a fantastic and sought after, incredible ability introduced in 5th gen. It basically raised Espeon up to OU, it made Xatu UU. It is a game changer, and it is pretty massive. Especially when Absol operates somewhat differently to those two Pokemon. Xatu very defensive, so what it does is comes in and bounces back hazards or bounces back status, and then it's more of a defensive Pokemon, so maybe it won't do too well if it's paired up against something that's weak to, because it'll be slower. Absol, however, can come in with Magic Bounce and be much more offensive, and we do see the changes in its kind of offensive nature, the fact that it has increased attack and increased speed, both of which it already excels in, but giving it an extra boost is going to make it even better than it already currently is. So essentially what you have is being able to come in on a Stealth Rock, bounce it back, and then most likely being faster, if not having the priority of Sucker Punch to threaten your opponent with, and then potentially, subbing on a switch or outright killing something because you're faster and more powerful. It could be a deadly and fantastic combination, I feel. Absol gets access to some great things like Sword Stance and Sucker Punch, and that's mainly how it operates currently. If it has a higher speed stat, it means that maybe it doesn't have so much reliance on Sucker Punch either, and if it gets even stronger Dark Stab in the form of something that's a new move, or maybe Crunch, because I don't believe it gets Crunch. I think it has Night Slash as its highest kind of most powerful dark move currently. It would definitely benefit it greatly, especially seeing that if you're running Magic Bounce, you lose out Super Luck, and therefore Night Slash's effectiveness is no longer as good as it would have been in the past. So if it gets better stab, fantastic, and it could be a big force to reckon with. And that is just gonna wrap us up with Mega Absol. Not a huge amount of information that we have, but some really nice details, and it's shaping up to be pretty good so far. So let me know what you think of Mega Absol down in the comments below. You can leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. That is always helpful. And if you would like to follow me on the social media, you can go to Twitter @LordMBZ or Facebook.com/LordMBZ for all the updates and all that stuff. Until tomorrow, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.